The Doctor of Digital podcast. And what we have for you today is Joseph Campbell. Now, I can't say this is exactly a brush with greatness because I never met Dr. Campbell, but I knew people who knew him. So that's about as close as I get. Maybe that's closer to 6 degrees of separation. What I'm talking about today, what are the 12 stages of the hero's journey? And this is an obvious reference to Joseph Campbell. Welcome to Exploring the 12 Stages of the Hero's Journey, where I'll explore each of the 12 stages and how screenplays, stories, or books could benefit from them. I'm going to trace the origins of the hero's journey, tracing it back to Joseph Campbell's original 17-stage Monomyth. I was inspired by his studies in the history of religion, and that's my background as well. How the journey of the archetypal hero is shared by mythologies found in different cultures and countries throughout the course of world history. So this is the interesting thing about it. So why are these things so effective, and why are these 12 stages? Well, they're worldwide. All cultures, all people, all backgrounds, and that's why they're so effective. In fact, Hollywood development executive and screenwriter Christopher Vogler took Campbell's storytelling theories and created the 12 stages of the hero's journey, which he later used as a story and character development directive for story departments and screenwriters. While all of the 12 stages do apply to many stories and character arcs found in iconic Hollywood screenplays and the respective movie adaptations, you can also use each individual stage independent of the others with equally effective results. Therefore, as a storyteller, screenwriter, book writer, you can utilize either the full stages, all 12, to craft and structure your cinematic stories, or you can cherry pick particular stages and apply them to your own hybrid structure with equally effective results. Christopher Vogler best explained it by saying, "The hero's journey is a skeleton framework that should be fleshed out with the details of and surprises of the individual story. The structure should not call attention to itself, nor should it be followed too precisely. The order of the stages is only one of the many possible variations. The stages can be deleted, added to, and drastically shuffled without losing any of their power." With that in mind, I'll break down how each individual stage of the hero's journey can help enhance your story and your characters. After that, it's up for you to decide how you want to use them in your stories, screenplays, or book. So sit back, learn about the hero's journey, and have fun finding ways that these stages can make your stories and characters even better. The hero's journey breakdown. Joseph Campbell's 17-stage Monomyth was conceptualized over the course of Campbell's own text, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, and then later in the 1980s through 2 documentaries, one of which introduced the term, The Hero's Journey. The first documentary, 1987's The Hero's Journey, The World of Joseph Campbell, was released with an accompanying book entitled The Hero's Journey, Joseph Campbell on His Life and Work. The second documentary was released in 1988 and consisted of Bill Moyer's series of interviews with Campbell, accompanied by the companion book, The Power of Myth. Christopher Vogler was a Hollywood development executive and screenwriter working for Disney when he took his passion for Joseph Campbell's story Monomyth and developed it into a 7-page company memo for the company's development department and incoming screenwriters. The memo, entitled A Practical Guide to the Hero with a Thousand Faces, was later developed by Vogler into The Writer's Journey, Mythic Structure for Storytellers and Screenwriters in 1992. He then elaborated on those concepts for the book The Writer's Journey, Mythic Structure for Writers. Christopher Vogler's approach to Campbell's structure broke the mythical story structure into 12 stages. I define the stages in this simplified interpretations. 1. The ordinary world. We see the hero's normal life at the start of the story before the adventure begins. 2. Call to adventure. The hero is faced with an event, conflict, problem, or challenge that makes them begin their adventure. 3. Refusal of the call. The hero initially refuses the adventure because of hesitation, fears, insecurity, or any other number of issues. 4. Meeting the mentor. The hero encounters a mentor that can give them advice, wisdom, information, or items that ready them for the journey ahead. 5. Crossing the threshold. The hero leaves their ordinary world for the first time and crosses the threshold into adventure. 6. Tests, allies, and enemies. The hero learns the rules of the new world and endures tests, meets friends, and comes face to face with enemies. 7. The approach. The initial plan to take on the central conflict begins, but setbacks occur that cause the hero to try a new approach or adopt new ideas. 8. The ordeal. Things go wrong and added conflict is introduced. The hero experiences more difficult hurdles and obstacles, some of which may lead to a life crisis. 9. The reward. After surviving the ordeal, the hero seizes the sword, a reward that they've earned that allows them to take on the biggest conflict. It may be a physical item or a piece of knowledge or wisdom that will help them persevere. 10. The road back. The hero sees the light at the end of the tunnel, but they are about to face even more tests and challenges. 11. The resurrection. The climax. The hero faces a final test, using everything they have learned to take on the conflict once and for all. 12. The return. The hero brings their knowledge or the elixir back to the ordinary world. In the following sections, I'm going to explore each of these stages and delve into how each of them can service the story and characters in your screenplay, story, book, or whatever creative production you have in mind. If you want more information, get in touch with me. I can help. Not that I knew Joseph Campbell personally, I knew people who knew him. That's it for this particular episode. We break down each of the 12 steps, and you can improve your writing, your story, your screenplay. If you need assistance and more information, get in touch. That's it for the Doctor of Digital for this particular episode. Until next time, stay